Jai Shri Gurudev. Our next lecture video is on to solve the problem number 8. A hexagonal a regular pentagonal prism of base edge 30 mm and axis 60 mm is mounted centrally over a cylindrical block of 80 mm diameter and 25 mm thick. Draw isometric projections of the combined solids. Here again the two solids are given. One is a regular pentagonal prism of base sides how much 30 mm, axis is 60 mm. As you know, the prism is it has both a bottom face and top face and connected to the rectangular faces. Now see, this is a pentagonal prism having a bottom face and top face. What is the size? Edge side is base edge is 30 mm, right? And what is the axis length is 60 mm, right? Next, another solid is a cylindrical block. A cylinder of diameter is how much? 80 mm of diameter. Thick how much? Or height is 25 mm. Now this is a cylinder, right? Of diameter how much? 80 mm. And thickness is how much? Or height is how much? 25 mm. Now what is the conditions? The condition is given. The pentagonal prism is mounted centrally over a cylinder block. This pentagonal prism is mounted over a cylinder. Centrally means the axes are coincide. Centrally over a cylindrical block. Now this is the combination of solids. We'll draw in rough sketch. Now first you draw the orthographic projections. First you draw the cylindrical block having in the top view it is a circular shape and bound by a square, a box, and in front view it is a rectangular box. It's a rectangular shape it is, right? Now directly we can't draw a pentagon on the by taking the center of the cylinder. Now you go for draw a separately you draw a pentagon, right, of the side 30 mm. Then our outer angle or exterior angle is 72 degree. Then you construct the pentagon, regular pentagon, then bound by a rectangular box and give the all the dimensions. Then you transfer. Now you know that from O to the center of PQ edge is almost 20 mm, right? Now take the center here. Now called this is center is also a O2. Now from this center on the horizontal line, how much here? 20 mm to compass, draw an arc on the horizontal line. Now once you get the center point here, now from this draw a vertical line. On the vertical line, how much you measure here? Total edge is 30 mm. On the east side 15 mm and 15 mm. Then again you go for construct a regular pentagon on the top view of the cylindrical block. Then you go for vertical project it. In front view it looks as a two rectangular rectangular faces. Now this is also a continuous line, continuous thick line, right? These are orthographic projections of the cylindrical block over that a pentagonal prism is mounted, right? Now first this is isometric projection of the combination of solids. First you transfer this square box. So 1 suffix 1, 2 suffix 1, 3 suffix 1, 4 suffix 1, and also 1, 2, 3, 4. The square block of what? A cylindrical block in top view. Now transfer this. Now this is actually thick, continuous thin lines. Make it corrections here, but here I made a continuous thick line. Make it corrections. Now 1 suffix 1, 2 suffix 1, 3 suffix 1, and 4 suffix 1. Now then you go for create an ellipse, right? Then over there again from 1 suffix 1 take 20 mm means 2 blocks over from the each corner of the bottom face corner of the square block. Then again construct one more square block in the top face and then go for construct an ellipse. Now join here only tangent to the ellipse you go for join it. right? Then you get a cylindrical block, right? This is cylindrical block, right? Then you know the center of the cylindrical block, that is O, or you name it as O. From this O, then that is also called as O2, right? Now I want to place a square prism. The bottom face of the I want to place a pentagonal prism. What is the bottom face of this pentagonal prism? See that from O2, the center of the edge peak is almost 20 mm, means 2 block, right? From this center, this is O2. On here, whatever that horizontal line is there, that is called as 30-degree line in ISO sheet, and whatever these vertical lines are there here in the top view, that we call as a 150-degree line. This is one way you can remember. If you are difficult to remember the which is 30-degree, which is 150-degree line, means whatever the horizontal lines are there in top view, that is in ISO sheet is 30-degree line. Whatever 90-degree line is there in the top view, that is 150-degree line, that is ISO horizontal, right? Now from O to the center of the edge PQ, it is how much is 20 mm, means 2 blocks, right? From O to take on the 30-degree line on this 2 blocks, mark this point. Then you draw in a 150-degree line there itself, right? Next, after that, from O to C, how much it is? Total 46 minus 20, 26 mm, right? 26 mm, either you go for convert into ISO 26, or approximately you take 2.5 blocks, 1 2 2.5 blocks, or convert into ISO 26, right? Then on the 30-degree line you mark this point, that point is C, and draw a 150-degree line, right? Next, from right in the box O to this one vertical line, right? How much it is? Total is 48 mm, mine divided by 2 is 24 mm, right? From in the vertical distance, that I want to measure in where? In 150-degree line. From O to measure a 124 mm, or convert into ISO 24, or approximately we can take it as a 2.5 blocks, 1 2 2.5 blocks approximately on the 150-degree line on both the side, 1 to 2.5 blocks on 150-degree line, right? From O to this side is almost the same, it is from O to another side also, right? Now we'll go for construct a rectangle box 1, then we'll go for the intersect, okay, sorry, 2.5 blocks and 2.5 blocks, then you go for draw a 30-degree line here. The intersection of those lines, there's a 1 2 3 4. Now you'll get the rectangular box of the pentagonal base, right? Then you mark this P1 Q1 R1 S1 T1. How do you measure here? How do you measure? From 1 to Q, how much? 9 mm, right? From 4 to P also 9 mm. Convert into ISO 9 mm, or take up ISO 9 mm, and from 1 to there draw or take approximately 1 block. From here also 4 to P1 also 1 block, or convert into ISO 9 mm. Then you will get P1 and Q1, right? Then P1 and PQ will get in which line? 1 and 4, right? That's why I'll mark here 1 and 4 line, P and P1 and Q1. Then on 1 to 2, which corner will get? R. How much it is? Distance total from the 1 is 28 mm. Convert into ISO 28. Then through the compass I draw an arc on the 1 to 2 line. Then you will get R1. S1 already will get center of the same thing. R1 you get T1 also, the from 4 to T1 it is also how much it is? It is also 28 mm, right? Then the ISO 28 mm and draw an arc, will get T1 here. Here R1 and T1 in the same line, 150-degree line. Then mark the S1. S1 is the center of the 2 and 3. Now we'll get P1 Q1 R1 S1 and T1. Now we make join this by a continuous thick line, that is you get the bottom face of pentagonal prism. it's a prism, right? From this each corner draw a vertical line. On the vertical line, how much here? What is the height here? Given it is 60 mm. Now go for measure 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, from RS through the compass, we take ISO 60, convert it, then draw an arc. This is one method. Or else directly measure. If you have an exact lines there, then measure 6 blocks. Then you will get the top face of the pentagonal prism. Also mark it P, Q, R, S and T. Then joint top face is visible. The edges which are near to the observer is visible. And then what about this is the outer, the ellipse is half of this, where the hexagonal prism touches, up to that it is visible. On bottom also this is visible, right? Show the continuous thick line. So here I made a mistake here. The box is rectangle box shows continuous thick line. Don't show is a continuous thick line. These are continuous thin line. Only the cylinder and a pentagonal prism is visible, right? Then now try to take these problems for assignment problem number 20, 21, 41, 43. Out of 4, solve any 2 problem. Don't solve all 4 problems. Solve any 2 problems. If you have any doubts, just contact to my number. The next problem number 11. Draw isometric projection of a hexagonal prism of base 40 mm and height 60 mm with a right circular cone of base 40 mm as diameter and altitude 50 mm, resting on its top such that the axes of both the solids are collinear. Again, 2 types of solid is given. One is hexagonal prism of base is almost 40 mm, height is 60 mm. See that this is a hexagonal, a prism. Again, it has both bottom face and top face, the same shape and same size, and how they connected the rectangular faces. That is called as a prism. This is a hexagonal prism of side how much? 40 mm, height 60 mm, right? Then second one, a right circular cone of base diameter is how much? 40 mm, altitude is 50 mm. What is a cone? Right circular cone of base is how much? 40 mm and height 50 mm, right? What is the condition is given? Conditions: circular cone is resting on top of hexagonal prism such that the axes of both the solids are collinear. The cone is resting over the hexagonal prism, and where it is coincide it such that axis of the both sides are collinear, means the center of the cone is placed over center of top face of hexagonal prism, right? Now this is the orthographic projections of a combination of solid, that is hexagonal prism and a cone, right? First you draw a hexagonal prism. How do you draw the hexagonal prism? By taking the radius of the side of the hexagon, as a 40 mm, draw an arc, so draw a circle. Then here is the condition is not given, either go for take an horizontal line or any vertical line. I will take here horizontal line. From the horizontal line, intersection of the horizontal line and the circle, that is marked as points. From the point through the compass, or just cut the circumference of the circle on the both the side, right? Now we get a hexagon, right? This shape, right? The bottom face I'll represent as A1, B1, C1, D1, E1, F1. Top face of the hexagon, name it as A, B, C, D, E and F, right? Then if you project this vertical projector, if you project, now it looks as a rectangular, a box, right? Then this, okay, then kept this hexagonal prism in the rectangular box. The bottom face of the rectangular box I'll name it as 1 suffix 1, 2 suffix 1, 3 suffix 1, 4 suffix 1. Top face is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then over the cone is placed, right? Whereas if you view the cone in top face, it looks as only a circular shape. What is the diameter is 40 mm, radius is 20 mm, right? Then if you see the front view, project it, vertical projector, if you see the front view, this is a triangular shape, you can see that, right? Now kept again circular, the cylinder, the cone in the square box 40 mm. The name is 1, 2, 3 and 4. The corner here P, Q, R, S. This is orthographic projection of the combination of hexagonal prism and cone. Now first you go for construct the base of hexagonal prism that kept in a square, so rectangular box 1 suffix 1, 2 suffix 1, 3 suffix 1, 4 suffix 1. As you know that in top view the horizontal line that makes an isosceles is 30-degree line. In vertical line in the top view of the object that makes here the line is 150-degree line, right? Yeah. The first you construct 1 suffix 1, 2 suffix 1, 3 suffix 1, 4 suffix 1. 1 suffix 1 from on the 30-degree line. What is the dimension here? 80 mm. 80 mm is how much? 8 blocks you measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks on 30-degree line. 1 suffix 1 to 2 suffix 1. On 150-degree line, what is 1 suffix 1 to 4 suffix 1? How much it is? 70 mm, right? Now measure 70 mm is 7 blocks on 150-degree line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Mark it 4 suffix 1. From along this on 130-degree line 8 blocks. From 2 suffix 1 along 150-degree line measure 7 blocks. You will get 3 suffix 1. Once you construct a rectangular box of the base of the hexagonal prism, then you mark this point. On 1 suffix 1 to 2 suffix 1, the corner B1 and C1 will come here, right? How much here? 20. From 1 suffix 1 to B, 20 mm. Similarly, from 2 suffix 1 to C also it is 20 mm. Now convert into ISO 20 or called as a 2 blocks, right? From 1 suffix 1 take 2 blocks, the name it as B1. From 2 suffix 1 also take 2 blocks, then we called as C suffix 1. Now then on the 1 suffix 1 to 4 suffix 1, I want to mark the A1. How much here? 3.5 blocks, right? 35 mm, that is 3.5 blocks. 1 suffix 1 here measure 1, 2, 3, 3.5 blocks. Similarly on the D1 also, from 2 to D1 also, how much it is? 35 mm. Measure here again 3.5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 3.5. Mark it D1. A1, D1 will get. Similarly, you go for how do you get E1 and F1? From the C1, see that on the same line is a E1. From B1 also you can go for 150-degree line that touches the rectangular box, that is F1. Now name it as A1, B1, C1, D1, E1, F1 and join those corners. We will get a hexagonal the prism base. Once you get hexagonal prism base, then from the base corners draw a vertical line, that is a 90-degree line from each corner of the base. On the vertical line, what is the height is given? 60 mm. 60 mm means how many blocks? 6 blocks. See that from B1 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then name it as B. Similarly, go for C, D, E, F and A. Then join dot corners, you will get a hexagonal shape in the top face of the prism, right? Then mark the center of the hexagon, that is by joining 1 to D opposite corners and E to B opposite corner. You get the center of the top face of the hexagonal prism. Once you get the center of the top face of the hexagonal prism, now I want to place a cone. A cone, the square box, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. From the center of cone to the P, how much it is? 20 mm. P, then center of the cone to the R also it is 20 mm. From O3 to S also 20 mm. This is total 40 mm, right? From center it is 20 mm. This also 20 mm. Now once you get center of the top face, that is coincide with the center of the cone also, that is O, and also called as O2 also, right? O and O2. On the 30-degree line, how many blocks you want to measure? 20 mm means 2 blocks. 1, 2. Then mark this point. On this 30-degree, then once you mark 20 mm, draw a 150-degree line. Then another side also measure 2 blocks 20 mm, then mark the point, then draw a 150-degree line. Then you go for 150-degree line, measure 2 blocks, 2 blocks, then mark the point on 150-degree line, then you go for draw a 30-degree line. From here also, from measure 2 blocks, then mark the point on 150-degree line, measure 2 blocks, then draw a 30-degree line. The intersection of all the lines will get this a 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the base of the cone, right? Base of the cone of the square shape, right? Then you know how to construct the ellipse. There's a join major axis 2 to 4 and minor axis 1 to 3. And already we marked the center of the square boxes, right? Name it as P, Q, R and S. From 1 to R, 1 to S, I draw a line. There's a minor axis endpoint, then 3 to P and 3 to Q, draw a line. The intersection point will call as this is the center of the circular arc. Then then take 1 is the center, 1 R is equal to 1 S is the radius, then draw an arc. Then 3 is the center, 3P and 3Q is the radius and draw an arc. Then O is the center, this is intersection point is center, right? Then this center and S that is equal to P is an R radius, then draw an arc. Similarly on the other side also draw an arc, right? Now from the base of the cone, that is O2, right? What is the height of the cone is given 50 mm. Now measure how many blocks? 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 blocks are converted into ISO 50 also. Those who are drawing in A4 sheet, white sheet, then measure on vertical line ISO 50 with the help of isometric scale. Then mark that point is the center, the apex of the cone is O3. From apex to the tangent to the ellipse, you draw a line from apex to the tangent to the ellipse. Take a scale and take this tangent, then draw a line, then you will get the cone shape here. Now what are the visible here? O3, the tangent, then this circular arc, that's ellipse, and this line. Then the top face of the hexagonal prism where the cone touches up to that it is visible. Then these 3 rectangle faces are visible, right? Yes, solve this problem. And assignment, if you go for the problem number 12, 13, 36, 38, 48, so 5 problems are related to this one. Out of 5 problems, solve only 2 problems, any 2 problems, right? Any 2 problems you solve it and send to my number. Total how many problems? Total 6 problems, right? Okay, thank you for watching video. If you have any doubt, please contact to my number. Thank you one and all.